Now welcome to this channel where we give now bonge update on waiting the apple for Biafra land. As Prime Minister the talk say, if you bring wahala to Biafra land, Biafra will respond with double wahala. Yesterday, Prime Minister visited the Nordic community and the Woto see they catch the Islamic State as I talk to now. So I want making a listing to Prime Minister as they talk to our fellow Biafrans where we did in Nordic countries. Making a listing.
Thank you very much, Biafrans in the Nordic countries. I welcome all of you, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Cabinet, de facto government in the homeland, ministers, and the other head of department. I welcome all of you this evening to this historic tour again, the first ever regional tour of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And we start from the Nordic state. Biafrans, with your support, prayers, we have been able to record a very tremendous achievement and success. And with the prayer that I have listened to today, if devil did not disappear, make I not say God no day. Because this kind of prayer that our brother and pastor prayed here, you will know that pastors are nudi. Some people think that they are pastor, but this particular prayer today will shatter the devil's kingdom in Biafra movement. Yes, so I welcome that prayer with my whole heart. So my fellow Biafrans in the Nordic state, I want to first of all thank you for bringing out your time to be here, to have given support to this government up to this point. Whenever the Nigeria state start crying, know that you are doing something and you're doing it very right. For the very first time in the history of the Biafra liberation, Biafra discussions and issues has never been talked about the way it is being discussed today, both with the enemy and those that are supporting Biafra. I want every one of you to understand that what you are doing now is your right. Freedom is the most important thing in any human life. And you must go out to fight for your freedom and regain your freedom and make sure you are not enslaved. Make sure you don't live a life and leave your children, your born children, your generation to come in the hand of slave masters. It is your responsibility as a man, as a woman, as leaders in your family, your different organizations, to fight for your people and free them from the enslavement and the shackles of Nigeria state. That's exactly what we are doing today, and that's why we are making progress. Since 1945, Biafra people have witnessed all manner of wanton killing, destruction of properties, ethnic cleansing, genocide, just in the name of maintaining one Nigeria. And today, the generation of which I'm very proud of, which you are part of, have risen up to say enough is enough. It is time we take the bull by its horn and say enough is enough, and we must fight for our freedom, just like many countries in the Nordic countries today where we live have decided to fight their way many years ago. And today, there are countries where the innovation, development, and all manner of civilization has come to stay. We are not different from these countries. We're not different from Finland. We're not different from Sweden. We're not different from Estonia and many other countries around this Scandinavian region. So my people, whatever you are doing today by supporting the Biafra Republic Government in Exile is your right, your political right, right to freedom of expression, freedom of association, and freedom and anything that has to do with your freedom. It is what you are exercising today under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. For the very first time in Nigeria history, the entire foundation of evil Nigeria has been uprooted. And today, from the presidency down to the local government chairman, they are all running helter-skelter because Biafra has brought a new dimension that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about before he was kidnapped. Many people did not see that particular spirit coming. But today, everything, every prophecy has come to pass. And the process and the road to the restoration of independent state of Biafra is right in front of us, is right here, looking at us, and we must not be distracted. We must not be moved. We must not be, we must step back an inch because of the, the steady bombardment in our land, because of the blackmail, because of the propaganda from the Nigeria state. We must not step back an inch. We must not succumb to the pressure. We must not succumb to the attack coming from the Nigeria state. The more this attack comes, the more we are proving to be on the right path. Today, for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, they have declared Biafra agitators wanted. They are declared wanted alongside with terrorist groups, the terror groups that are arresting, rehabilitating within 6 months. They recruit them into the Nigerian army, and they focus more on the southeast part of Biafra. That shows that we are doing the right thing. Today, for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, Nigeria Army printing flyers, sharing it on the road, going from one place to another, sharing it on the road. And one thing that is very laughable is they continue to call IPOB. They have refused to understand that Śimøn Ekpa is the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of in Exile, because they know the implication of that. But we continue to tell them that we are no longer doing an IPOB thing. What we are now is government, and it is government to government. And I happen to be the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of in Exile. We have the Biafra Liberation Army that was unveiled to defend the Biafra people, women and children, against the bombardment, against the ethnic cleansing and genocide that Nigeria government is bringing to our people. Yet, every day they talk about ESN camp. Every day they talk about the exchange of gunfire with ESN. ESN does not exist as far as this government is concerned. The people that brought the issue of ESN after 3 years were the criminals of the Nigeria IPOB, who, after they failed to destroy Biafra, they are looking for something to hang on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, the Nigeria government, who sent them to start talking about ESN after 3 years, they refuse to talk about Biafra Liberation Army, because they have told them to go and start talking about Eastern Security Network again after 3 years. Why? We have made it very clear that anything ESN has been dissolved, and what we have is Biafra Liberation Army. We are making the defense of the Biafra Liberation Army very open and public. Yet, this criminal and terrorist state continue to hang on Eastern Security Network. They continue to hang on IPOB. And many people that are following this IPOB Nigeria do not understand what they are doing, using them to try to, put those things hang on the neck of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the founder of the Eastern Security Network. And as a government, we don't operate anything kind of security outfits as such. We formed the Biafra Liberation Army, we formed Biafra Resistance Fighters, we formed Biafra Navy, and all this together combined become the Defense Force, Biafra Defense Force, which is in the public domain. So, fellow Biafrans, today, they are still talking about Eastern Security Network. Ask yourself, why? And those people following the IPOB Nigeria continue to go on social media to try to correct the Nigeria army, the terrorist army, that, they have made it very clear several times that they might have nothing to do with IPOB. They don't understand that these criminals are using them, because they cannot explain why is army always talking about Eastern Security Network. And they are saying, we have constantly tell them, this guy has nothing to do with ESN, this guy is not an IPOB member, but they don't understand that that was what a job for, and those who are working with the Nigeria government asked the criminal leadership of IPOB Nigeria to do. Immediately, they sacked Ejiofor. I want everybody to pay attention. Immediately, Ejiofor was sacked. I was one of the persons that know about it from the beginning. And immediately, Ejiofor was sacked. I announced it. They were still hiding it and hiding it and hiding it. And Ejiofor appeared in one of the court, and then the news was everywhere. But I knew that Onyendu have sacked the Ejiofor. So instead of them to show that they have actually lost everything, including losing Onyendu, do you know what they did? They started preaching that, oh, Onyendu is not supposed to go to court. But ask them, what was Ejiofor doing before he was sacked? Was he not going to court? Was it not the same Ejiofor that went to court without any document, without any indictment, without nothing about Onyendu? He doesn't even know the indictment against Onyendu. He went to court, demanded for the indictment. They refused to give him indictment. But he went to court to defend Onyendu without Onyendu's consent. All these things was a cooked up, planned deal to make sure they hang cases on Onyendu's head. And I want to remind Biafrans today that remember that there was a case that the Binta Nyako adjoined to further notice. That was a different case entirely. Nobody is talking about it, but it is going to come later on. By the time they release Onyendu, they will still go back and say, oh, there's another indictment, which Ejiofor went to court and said that the case is done and dusted. How many of you remember that? There is a case pending, which is the whole thing Ejiofor and Nigeria government was doing in order to make sure that they hold Onyendu. Ejiofor went to the court and said that the Mazinam Bikano have no case. The case is done and dusted. Yes. But the pronouncement of the judge, according to Ejiofor, was that he don't have the jurisdiction to try this case. Okay, if you do not have the jurisdiction to try that case, why did you not scrap the case immediately in the court? And the case was adjourned indefinitely, which means after whatever that is going on now, if we just get through, Ejiofor has set a trap that they are going to take Onyendu again. I made this exposition, immediately that case was adjourned indefinitely. But Biafrans and those who follow them then don't understand what is going on. So now, immediately they see that Ejiofor has been sacked. What did they do? Ejiofor told them to go and gather people and start making videos about ESN. After 3 years, none of them talked about ESN for complete 3 years. Immediately the sack of Ejiofor came, because what they were telling some of you then was that, oh, is this Ekpa that is paying the lawyer? Is it the Biafra government that is paying the lawyer? Who is sending the lawyer to the... And immediately they hear that the Biafra government has taken charge of the Onyendu case. Immediately, they start gathering boys to snap picture and present them as Eastern Security Network. After 3 years, they didn't talk about Eastern Security Network. It was the same people that came to Radio Biafra to shout, hey, nothing like Eastern Security Network again. They don't have camp there. There is no camp there. Everything was destroyed, almost. Now, they make a video and tell Eastern Security Network. And when Biafra Liberation Army fight these criminals, this terrorist army of Nigeria, instead of them to report it is Biafra Liberation Army, they say it is Eastern Security Network. Are you people not seeing it? Now ask yourself, what was the intention and what is the intention of the Nigerian army in doing that? In the hand of Ejiofor and the criminals in DOS is there. They hate Mazinam Kanu with impunity. But one thing is certain. We will force Nigeria to release him in a historic manner. I have said this several times. The release of Onyendu lies in our hand. The release of Mazinam Kanu lies in this government. I want you to understand that he is not the first person to have been in prison or have been incarcerated for fighting for freedom. If they have the opportunity to incarcerate me today, they will do it ×4, because according to them, I have done what Mazinam Kanu did not do. And let me tell you, this fight is a fight to finish. And I told them, I am not going to fight like Mazinam Kanu. I'm not going to fight like Ojukwu. I will fight like Śimøn Ekpa in 2024. That's exactly what we're doing. So anybody expecting me to fight like Mazinam Kanu is wasting his time. Anybody expecting me to fight like Ojukwu is wasting his time. We see how Ojukwu and his fight ended. We see how they have done to what they have done to Mazinam Kanu, and they're expecting me to do the same thing. I'm not a fool. We will fight Nigeria ruthlessly, the way, the kind of brutality they brought our people, the same way we are going to defend our land and fight them. And that's what we are doing. If you come with AK-47, we will fight you with AK-47. If you come with GPMG, we will fight you with GPMG. If you come with aircraft, we don't have it yet, but believe me, we will make sure we use anti-aircraft against you. And that is exactly what the international law says. You cannot just fold your hand and watch a terrorist state to kill you.
Yes, now we come back from that update. Now, this matter we Prime Minister don't table out plenty, but I won't make now understand the fact, some of the things we don't hear when we dey small say, leave your battle one God go fight your battle for you, this and that. No be reality. Every sovereign country for this country world, they defend themselves. So why should our own case be different? Why every indigenous person for that country own they different? For this matter, I want make we reason and for this matter, me I will rest my case now. Thank you.